Okay, Assalamualaikum. So for this chapter 2, we're gonna learn about emotions and moods in the workplace. We need to learn about emotions and moods in the workplace. To understand emotions and moods, that we first need to understand the effects. Okay, so for effect, it's about encompasses a broad range of feelings that people experience. Meanwhile, emotions is an intense feelings that are directed at someone or something which has an object that triggers them, and it only lasts for a few seconds or minutes. And then we got moods, which is a feeling that tend to be less intense than emotions and often lack contextual stimulus. And for moods, it can remain for several hours. Okay, now let's take a look at the categories of emotions. We've got 9 emotions include anger, contempt, enthusiasm, envy, fear, jealousy, frustration, disappointment, and the last one is embarrassment.
Next, I would like to explain the sources of emotions and moods. Firstly, we have a personality. People naturally different in how they experience with the same emotions. Next, I would like to explain weather. People believe their emotions and moods are influenced by the weather. Next, stress. Mountain level of stress at work can worsen a person, moods leading to the negative emotions. Next, social activities. Social activities such as hanging out with friends may increase positive mood. Next, sleep. When people get enough sleep, they tend to have a better mood compared to deprived. Exercise. Regular exercise enhance a positive mood. Next, age. Older people usually have a more positive emotions and moods compared to the younger people. Lastly, gender. Research evidences confirm that women are more emotional than men. That's all the sources of emotions and mood. Emotional labor can be defined as employee expressions of organizationally desired emotions during interpersonal transactions in work, governed by display rules that can be divided into 2 types. First, feeling rules. Second, expression rules. Feeling rules is dictate appropriate and inappropriate feelings for a particular settings. Meanwhile, expression rules either dictate what emotions should be expressed and they should be expressed in a particular settings. Furthermore, emotional dissonance. Emotional dissonance is occurs when employees are expected to express feelings that contradict with what they actually feel. It is known that to be the one of the causes of stress to employees.
Now I will explain about components of attitude. So firstly, I will explain about definition of attitude. So attitude is an expression of some degree of favor or disfavor for a particular situation or object, an evaluative feeling of satisfaction or otherwise on things around us. So attitudes will reflect in a person's behavior and affect toward outcome and productivity. There are 3 components in attitude. Firstly, cognitive, second, affective, and lastly, behavior. So for components of attitude, we can use a short form which is ABC model of attitude. So ABC, A, firstly A refer to affective. Affective component refers to emotion or feeling a person feels towards someone or something. And secondly, B, B is behavior. Behavior component or cognitive component is the intention to behave in a certain way towards someone or something. And lastly, C refers to cognitive. Cognitive refers to belief, thoughts, and attributes which a person has towards someone or something. So the 3 components above are interrelated and interconnected each other. So that's all for components of attitudes.
Impact of job satisfaction. Employees' job satisfaction is one of the main concerns of organization owners and employers.
Job satisfaction levels will result in a variation of the employee's commitment, productivity, absenteeism, and loyalty. It's also related to employee retention and turnover. The dissatisfied employee is far more likely to leave the organization compared to a satisfied employee. Organization will lose not only headcount but also the expertise and knowledge that the employee has. Employee that has a high job satisfaction usually portray a high organization.
Okay, now let's move on to the determinants of job satisfaction. So what is determinants of job satisfaction? It's about employees who really enjoy their work that will have a high satisfaction level. So we've got 9 factors that lead to the employee satisfaction. So we've got the job characteristic, and then we got opportunities to make use of their skill and abilities, and then rewards and recognition received, an opportunity for promotion, supervisors and managers, co-workers and teammates, flexibility to balance life and work matters, optimal and conducive work environment, and the last one is the overall one, which is the combination of a few factors from all these factors at the beginning that I just said earlier. And now let's take a look at the effect of job satisfaction. Of course, we've got several effects that we got from the job satisfaction, and among them is that it can create a good health and it can reduce stress. Okay, and then it can also create a good working relationship with everyone in the office or the organization. And then the third effect is that it can create a healthy working culture whenever employees will sit and think strategically for the benefit of the organization or the office. And then it can also develop a learning organization which promotes knowledge management and also sharing of knowledge among employees. They can also exchange their knowledge to each workers. And then we've got another effect is that it can allow employees to have a quality life during and after office hours. And then however, the feeling of satisfied with job may not always lead to increase in individual performance. Everything that we do must have the reason and the effect, right? So yes, that is all about effect of job satisfaction.
Next, I would like to explain more about the expression of job dissatisfaction. It means that an employee who is dissatisfied and feeling unhappy with his or her job or the organization will be an hindrance to the organization effectiveness. For an example, aggressive in communication, portrays self-centered behavior, show disrespect towards office members, start to play truants, avoid social activities in the office, voices out, and the last one, exits and withdraw. This chapter show emotions, attitude, and job satisfaction affect people at work. Emotions are strong feelings, while moods are weaker and last longer. Things like stress, sleeps, and personality can affect them. Sometimes, workers must show emotions that don't really feel, which can cause stress. Attitudes include thoughts, feelings, and actions. Job satisfaction means being happy with your job, and it depends on things like pay, work, and co-workers. When people are unhappy, they may act badly or leave the job. Thank you.